Okay, welcome to this little primer video showing you how to use the practice exam to get the full points on your actual exam. You'll have 3 attempts at this. Remember firstly that the grades do not matter to me for the practice exams. That's just to show you your standing, how much and show you how much you improve from one attempt to the next. And it also kind of gives you an indication about where you're going to score on the actual exam, which is worth 210 points. Okay, so that's a non-trivial grade. That's why you need to concentrate on really doing well on the practice test. Now, the way this works is you go through the first attempt. If you don't know something, just skip it. All right, that's just like missing it. If you know it, great. If you don't, skip it. Because what you're going to do, don't open up a textbook or go look on the internet and try to figure out the answer to each question. That's wasting your time. The way you do this, if you make a 30 on the first attempt, doesn't matter. After you finish it, either immediately, immediately after you finish it, or you can come back to the report later, and I'll show you how to do that. You click on this report, it's going to open up, it's going to list every question, right? It'll have a green check mark by the ones you got correct, and it will have an X, a red X, next to the ones you didn't get correct or that you skipped. Those are the ones you're going to want to run the training on, which shows you how to do it correctly. And you can run those training modules as many times as you want to in between attempts. So although you only have 3 attempts at the practice test, you have unlimited attempts at training all the way up until midnight, the night before the exam. That's when it shuts off. So you should be able to make an A on this. And remember, 210 points for both the midterm and 210 points for the final. That's huge. You need to to avail yourself of this resource because it's great. All right. So let me see. I've logged in as a student. I haven't done this recently, so I don't know what's changed. There's a midterm practice exam. And now your attempts will show up down here. If you once you finish, it'll pop up. But if you want to go do something else and come back to it, just click on the test again, and before you take the test, you can see a report down here for every attempt that you do. I'm just going to do a couple of questions, and then I'm going to submit the exam, and we'll come back and look at this, and I'll show you how that works. It takes a few minutes for this thing to build, so it would behoove you to get to class probably a little early, a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes early, just in case. But now once it does this and it builds everything, it builds it on your computer, your local machine across the internet. And once it completes that, it might take 5 minutes, like I said, then you won't have to worry about the internet again until you get ready to submit it because it's all going to be running locally. So it won't be slow, it'll be very fast. And that's why it takes a little bit of time up front, but I'd rather have it that way than the other way. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and set here. You can fast forward the video if you want. It won't take but just a couple more minutes. So you can see it wouldn't hurt to get there a little early just to get this ready to go. I'll open it up probably 5 minutes early so that you can come in if you want. Okay, it's almost there. Looks like it's finished. See what it's going to do now. There we go. Start the exam. Okay, so everything's built. We're ready. Okay, there's the first question. All right, if you look up here at the top, and yours should look much like this. Now, I've got a bigger screen, so it's possible your questions may show down at the bottom or on the side. It just depends on what they're doing with different resolutions. But it says, set the first line indent for the paragraph at ½ inch. All right. So, let's see what they got here. Paragraph, tabs, indents and spacing, indentation left, spacing ½ inch, 0.5. See if this works. Okay, incorrect. Click so give me a hint here, which you won't get this on the actual test. On the Home tab, in the paragraph group, click the dialog launcher. In the indentation section, click the special arrow. See there, that's what I should have done right there. And select first line and click OK. All right, so now it's going to let me do that again. All right, so I go to Home tab, go to Paragraph, and I go to Special, First Line Indent. And it said a 1/2 inch, didn't it? What did it say up here? To a 1/2 inch left. Spacing before. Oh, it's already set to a 1/2 inch. Okay, so I was about to mess it up. All right, there you go. All right, now let's just say you couldn't figure that one out, and you actually have some training built into the thing. They give you hints and so forth. Now, this covers Word and Excel in different various orders, and it's going to be random. But it says here in a formula in cell D2 to calculate C2 divided by C14 rounded to 3 decimal places. All right, let's see. If I put in, where's my, oh, there it is. Okay, equals C2 divided by C14 rounded to 3 decimal places. Where's alignment number, styles, format, cell styles, conditional formatting, number. Here we go. Number, and see what about decimal number. See what we get here. Number, 3 decimal places. A little bit different than the way I do it, but well, formulas tab. And see, I didn't do it the way they wanted it, and what I did should have worked. Let's see, formulas tab, the function library. Oh, they want me to use a round function. Okay. And see, I didn't read it right. It said rounded to, not set to. So I need to go to the formulas tab. And let's see. More functions, financial, create, trig, more functions. Engineer cube, where's rounding at? Math and trig. Round. Okay. The number is going to be C2 divided by C14, and that should get it. And then here we're going to set it to 3, number of digits to round to. I could have typed in a round function, but I didn't read the directions. Hit, there we go. See? So you've got some help right here. You can actually go through and probably figure all of this out, all right? So rather than go through each one of these, you kind of see how this is working, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and pretend I don't know anything else, and I'm going to exit this puppy. Save, end exam, all right? You can save these and come back to them, by the way, if you want, so you don't have to waste an exam attempt. I'm going to go ahead and end this and submit it for grading so I can show you the report feature. Okay, so it popped up this report. Now, if I don't want to deal with this right now, you can also create custom lessons if you want. I don't think you need that, but you certainly can. So I got a 6%, pretty low F, right? But as you can see here, there are learn buttons here, all right? Well, I'm going to close this and go back to assignments and then come back to it so I can show you where to get this at if you want to leave out of it and come back later, all right? So I just come back to my practice exam, and there's my attempt. If I click on this, it's going to open that same report. So you can get back to this later if you don't want to do it right away because it will take you some time. All right, I don't need to do these. I can if I want. I can do them again and again, however I want if I'm not sure about them, and some of them I probably needed to do again. This one is one that I skipped because I'm just assuming I didn't know how to do it, and now here's my training coming up. What does it do? It takes me into the sim book, and I've got show me, guide me, and let me try. So I can go through that until I get let me try correct. Then I can exit out and go to the next one. So this stuff is tightly integrated. What's going on here? There we go. All right, so then I go to this learn, and I just tells me how to do item number 4 here. See this? And there's question number 5. So I can go through and do a learn on each one of these. And if you did one and you think you got it right, you can go back and look at the history, and it'll show you probably did something a little bit wrong. It stores the click stream, so it shows you basically what you tried to do. But you go through, there are only 35 questions, and you can do this as many times as you want to. I can go back and do learn on all of them if I want, or just the ones that I feel like I need. If I just want to do the first 10 maybe, or it'd be 12, 13, then I could do that and then take it again. But now remember, you only have 3 attempts, but your training, your learning is unlimited up until the night before the exam. At 11:59 the night before the exam, and the exam is listed in the course schedule in Blackboard, this will shut off, but you've got plenty of time to go back and do it again. Okay? So once you go through this training and you do that again, you take your second attempt. If you've actually gone through and worked on this, you take the exam again, you'll get another attempt. You actually have 2 more. You should make significantly higher I'm talking 30, 40 points, if not 100. If you might even get into the 100 percentile. All right, that's essentially how this works. So good luck, and let me remind you one more time. I know you're tired of me saying this. This is 210 points out of a little less than 700 points for both the midterm and 210 points for the final. These are easy to do, and you will know the material when you come in here, right? So you make that 210 points. All right, well, hang in there. It's not very difficult. This will be left open until the end of the semester, so you can go back and review it again for the final. You'll have a practice test for that as well. Good luck.